Hi guys, this is Rusty 78609, Central Texas, USA. It's about 9:45 a.m. Central Standard Time. The temperature is about 83 degrees, and it's going to be a little warm and humid today, which is not unusual in Central Texas, USA. That's a winery right straight across there, and that's the little grapevines. I heard it through the grapevine. Well, that's it. Anyway, I just thought I'd do a short driving video because if I do it too long, the phone will overheat because it's in the direct sunlight, even though I have the air conditioner on vent where it'll try to keep it a little cool. But anyway, what I really wanted to touch on is the remodeling project is going great. But what I wanted to add to that is the fact that, you know, these guys are hard workers, okay? I mean hard workers in other words by the hands, and also there's a lot of, you know, math in getting that thing level and ordering up the exact amount or the correct amount of concrete and ordering up the correct amount of dirt, because you have to be able to figure cubic feet or yards, you know, because they're going to say, well, okay, how many yards of dirt do you want, or how many yards of concrete do you want? And you have to be able to do that math to get the order correct, so that you don't have a situation where you don't have enough dirt, or you don't have enough concrete, or you have too much of both, and no one's going to be happy with that. But anyway, that was one of the things I wanted to touch on. Another thing is these guys, you know, how do you determine who's reliable help? In other words, who are the reliable employees of the universe? The reliable employees of the universe are the ones that show up a little early for work, ready to go to work. All right, and these guys, I'm telling you, there's four of them. There's the two old guys that have the construction company, and right now they've got about 5 jobs going at the same time. And one brother is at my site. The other brother kind of floats back and forth between the jobs, keeping them going and checking on them. And you know, that's pretty good. You know, one of them is, the youngest one is 68, the oldest one is 71. But you know, you could compare their management to any manager or CEO of any large corporation in the world. The only difference is in size. Does it take a different mindset? Not really. I mean, you still have to be motivated to get the job done. In other words, you're thinking ahead. See, he's already thinking ahead, or the brothers are that own the construction company. You know, they've got these 5 jobs going, but they also know that if they don't keep planting seeds, in other words, putting bids out, that they're going to run out of work. And, you know, they don't want to do that because that's apparently their sole source of income. Maybe they have some savings, I'm sure they do. And I'm not sure if they draw Social Security or if they can. It depends on how much they pay it in. But they do show up on time, and when they're there, they're steady at it. And the 2 workers they have, one of the workers has his own concrete company that he does concrete work on his own. But you know, he's kind of hit a dry spot, so he's working with these guys until some jobs come up for him. And but they kind of work together on it, because every now and then one contractor will get too much work and he doesn't have enough people to do them, so he contacts the other guy and they kind of work out a little deal, and so on and on it goes. But that's the world of the small businessman. That's that micro businessman that's really overlooked in the universe. You know, we're looking at, you know, the media focuses on companies like Google and Amazon, Walmart, and of course, you know, they're the big fish in the pond. But there are millions of these small businessmen out here doing stuff every day. If you don't believe me, drive around your town or your city and look at all the delivery type trucks, the plumbers, the electricians, you know, the concrete workers, you know, people that are building homes, doing remodeling and stuff. And of course, a lot of them have kind of built a reputation for not being honest, and a lot of them deserve it, because see, I got a bid here for this concrete work back in October, I think, might have been November, from a group of people that live in my neighborhood. And the way they wanted to do it was they wanted 50% up front and then 50% when the job was done. Well, you know, in some cases you may have to do that. I recommend that you don't. Why? Because if a guy is a good contractor and he's going to do the job honestly, then what he'll say is like my contractor said to me. I said, well, how do you want to be paid? He said, I get paid when the job is completed to your satisfaction. Boy, is that music to my ears. And yeah, and so far he's been there. He's you know, checked to see that things are done right. You know, I've checked levels and stuff on my own because I do have a level and some stuff. And you know, it's perfect. No, they're on the number. They're not a 16th or an 8th or a 32nd off. I mean, their numbers are on. I mean, and this one brother that's staying on the site, he's exact. I mean, you know, this one fella said, well, you know, we're a 16th off there. And he said, well, let's straighten it up. And the guy said, for a 16th? And he said, yep, for a 16th. And I thought, man, this is my man. And but so that's the way it goes, guys. But the point being, these smaller businesses, and if you can do business locally, I mean, I don't know that there are, you know, franchise concrete companies, but there probably are. But if you can avoid them and go directly to the local people, it helps your local economy, and it certainly gives these guys food on the table, because that's the way it goes. Because see, it's the trickle down. Without construction, the economy fails. I mean, you know, without, you know, the construction affects everything. You know, when home building is booming, our economy is booming. You know, when all these little construction trades out here are busy, either destructing old buildings and putting up new, or building and remodeling and stuff, that's what makes it work, guys. That's at least in my opinion. But anyway, I just wanted to do this little short video. I'm in Kingsland now, going to go get a few grocery items, and that's about it. But anyway, what else can I tell you? I'm going to check the mail also. Two things. One, if you want to contact me by mail, it's P.O. Box 1446, Kingsland, Texas, one word, 78639. And then two, somebody went back and saw an old video I did about Mars. Okay, I mean, it was a nutty video. I don't even know why I did it, but I did it. It was all shot. I mean, it was totally unscripted. I was just driving down the highway and I saw these rocks, and I thought, you know, those are like moon rocks or Mars rocks. And then it hit me. It just overwhelmed me. So I pulled over and I did this silly video. It's about landing on Mars or being on Mars or something. But you can search my video. Just search the videos for the word Mars, and or there's a playlist for Mars and something. And yeah, check those. They're really nutty, but they're not bad. I mean, I think they're corny, but yeah, they're interesting. I mean, but they're R-rated, okay, because that was when I was just starting out, and ain't much telling whatever went off in my brain shot right out of my mouth. So they're R-rated, so I don't want to hear a lot of complaints about taking the Lord's name in vain and all the other stuff that I did in that video, because I was just talking just like I always talk. But having said that, guys, from Central Texas, USA, this is Rusty78609 saying thumbs up, carpe diem, adios, bye-bye, by whatever your little heart desires. But if you think about it, use the link to Amazon products in the description of my videos. Why? Because I get a small commission. It does not cost you 1 penny. And what else? Drink plenty of water. 3 or 4 quarts a day is good for you. Stretch, walk, keep your body in motion. Why? Because it's good for you, so you'll stay healthy. And what else? Take deep breaths. Breathe in deeply, hold it for a few seconds, and breathe out slowly. Why? Because that relieves stress, and relieving stress lowers your blood pressure. And is that good for you? You bet it is. And what else? Stand guard at the door of your mind. Okay, that's an easy one, but it's easy to say, but it ain't easy to do, because we're surrounded by a lot of negativity, and if you don't unplug from it, well, then you're going to be stressed out all the time. But anyway, guys, from Central Texas, Kingsland, Texas right now, this is Rusty78609 telling you guys to enjoy the upcoming weekend and enjoy your life one day at a time. Adios, amigos. Bye-bye.